Hello there, I'm Linden Thorp. This is Your Body is Your Business Plan, the Masterclass. And today I've got two lovely guests. I'll introduce them to you in a moment. But first of all, let me introduce the topic, because the topic today is rather special. We're talking about aligning our purpose in life with profit. So many people now are going into online business, entrepreneurship and so on. And yeah, the best way to get attention, to be successful, is to really know your purpose before you start. Many people make the mistake of starting and then making the purpose clear later. That can often be counterproductive, as we'll learn in a moment. So let's first of all start, as usual, with the voiceless video, just a short video to get you in the mood. Remember, this is all about embodiment. And so the more relaxed we are, the more we're breathing beautifully and so on, the more we can receive the messages which we're going to be giving you. So let me share my screen and we'll get started with the video. Okay. So I hope that just gave you a little bit of context and a little bit of background to the embodiment side of business, which is my area. And so now, without more ado, let me introduce my two lovely guests who are waiting backstage. First of all, let's introduce Mina Kanda. And she's a passionate wellness strategist and a certified nutrition coach, dedicated to helping busy women thrive in every season of life, holistic approach, and to support lasting well, physically, mentally, emotionally, socially. So this is wonderful, all the things I love. And then our second guest is Shaza Yazdani, and she's a personal brand strategist who I've known for quite a while now. She's also a visibility expert who gives you great clues about how to become more visible. And she helps purpose-driven founders, coaches, and also creators to turn their LinkedIn presence into consistent deal flow without chasing without chasing engagement or compromising authenticity. Again, two very important things, engagement and authenticity. Let's, without more ado, bring them onto the stage. Here we are. Hi. Thank you. It's really great that you could spend time. I know how busy you all are, but it's great because I know you've got wonderful things to tell us about our topic. And so, first of all, let me get your impressions about the video. Set the scene for you, Mina. What did you think?
Okay. A lot of information, interesting topics, and aligned with my wellness vision. And yes, it's interesting to talk about all these things, especially in our world now with doing online business and in-person business as well, not only online. I love what you mentioned, your body is your business plan. And this is what I say all the time. Your health is your asset. And without our body, our well-being, we can't build big things. So first thing first,
it's true.
Take care of your well-being.
Absolutely. And good. I'm so glad. I always start with a voiceless video because about 6 months ago, somebody said to me, oh, you know, I've got all these ADHD friends and they really can't understand very easily what people are saying, but they do understand visual captions and images and
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I think we lost her.
Yeah, there is a problem.
Yeah, you know, the internet connection is everywhere. I thought it's my connection. That is all.
She left. Anyway, I think that we can talk a little bit about the topic, and when she will join, we can continue.
Yeah, definitely.
We can build whatever we want, but without taking care of ourselves, we will not benefit from what we can build.
So, yeah, definitely. Totally agree with you. As people say, that love yourself first before doing anything. So if you haven't loved yourself, then how you can take care of yourself and how you can take care of the business around, because everything linked with yourself first. If you're happy inside, if you're healthy, and that's it's linked to your business, that is linked to your well-being, that is linked to everything around. So I think the topic is really good, that internally you have to be good in order to be good in front of all of the people around.
Yeah, and I think when you do something from your heart, it flows naturally. You don't force, you don't, and you attract more people to you, more clients, etc. But if you force, if you are doing something that is not aligned with your values, of course you will struggle, and your body, your energy, your health will follow.
Definitely.
So yeah, so I think it's something interesting to understand, is that the first thing first is thinking about building something that is aligned with ourselves, with our value, what we want to offer to others, and just do it from your heart. And when you do it with your heart, the results speaks loudly. So yes, I think we will get back Linden.
You know what I think
Sorry,
is one of the
I
most
disappeared.
no problem. I was talking to her and I was telling her that in my opinion, one of the most dangerous lies is business is that you have to choose between purpose and profit. Because if you're not profitable, your
Right.
purpose dies. And if you're profitable without purpose, your impact is empty. What do you think about
And
it?
you know, I don't know about you. I talk to people, and the other day I asked somebody what their purpose was, because I'm always fascinated by, people's purpose. And so I asked this question, and this person said, "Purpose? Oh, I don't know." So I said, "Well,
Mm.
everything in place, blah de blah, but to make a business successful, even though I'm quite an infant from the business point of view, to make it a success, I know in my heart that I have to be engaged in what I'm doing. I have to really have purpose to keep going, because it's pretty hard to keep going, to sustain all the ups and downs, forecasting, the changes in market. There's a lot going on. And so I said to her, well, I really don't know how you can keep going without knowing what your purpose is. So she said to me, well, what's your purpose? So I said, oh, my purpose is very clear. Long before I ever thought of becoming a business person, which is very new to me, change the way people are in the world, because I know that from an embodiment point of view, people are often trapped in their limited mind. I call this the limited mind, because it's brilliant. Oh, I love it. It's brilliant. It's fabulous. Many tools. It's limited because we're not meant to live from that place, So I spend a lot of my time with clients and so on, getting them out of this and into this. And I call this the unlimited mind, of course. And of course, there's no religious significance here at all. It's all about the human spirit. So I said this to this person, and her mouth opened, her jaw dropped, and she said, really? And this is why you're in business? And I said, yes, because I want to get people out of their limited minds, and I've got the skills to do it. And that's my purpose, and it's very clear for me. So she really, I think, realized that she'd gone ahead without getting that initial stage, that flame, if you like, burning before she put all the business stuff in place. Struggling. So, yeah, I think purpose is so important, even if we're not in business. You know, even just as a human being, I know Sheza's purpose is her children. She has wonderful children, and I'm sure that they are part of your purpose, aren't they, Sheza? Is that right?
Actually, the thing is, yes, they are one of my purpose, but my purpose is much bigger than just my children is. But the thing is, when I want to start something, I really want, like when I was a child, I really saw my grandparents and even my parents taking care of the poor around ourselves, because we live in a third world country and there are many people who you need to take care of. And that time I promised myself that when I will grow and I will do something, I'll definitely have something to take care of them. So now when I own something, so I want to do something for the betterment of their self. So what it started with the dream that I need to do this, because obviously, inflation is there, everything is there, and if you need to take care of someone, you need to go extra mile, because now it's not possible. Before that is possible because everything you can do easily. You have a particular agenda that what you can do in the life with the money you have. Now the unexpectancy of the life, that anything comes up at any time, you cannot do that things easily. But but it was in my mind. It would keep on telling me that I need to do something, I need to do something. So once I started my business and I'm growing it, I know that I have a purpose in mind. So what I started with, that once I am gaining the money out of it, because I don't want to take money from my husband, that because it's my dream, it's my passion, it's my purpose. Why should I take money from someone else for my purpose? So I started doing the business and doing this thing on LinkedIn and starting building my personal brand around my values, because I know that this is what entitled to my purpose, and this is what how it helps me to position it, because the positioning is something different and the purpose is something different and the profit is something different. What we do is really that we try to align everything together.
Yeah,
And this
absolutely.
this is what is different in the business world, that you can, because like Meena did have very beautiful line in the beginning, that if the purpose is not aligned with what we have, then definitely we cannot survive. Then this is what in the businesses, that if you have a purpose in mind and you'd have doing business with, and the profit will automatically flow, because everything is aligned, because you're internally you're fulfilled, because you're doing out of something with a purpose, and you're doing something to get something, and that is what makes you happy. So I started with simple helping people at just monthly basis. Now with my business is growing and how I can easily afford things, so I started doing Friday. Now I'm thinking to doing daily basis. So this is what helps me to gain what really I'm moving forward with, because in my brain there is an idea that I had to build a shelter home for them. So when I started from monthly to Friday, and now want to do things daily. So this is helps me getting me closer and closer to my mission daily, that I am getting somewhere. And this is what helps me to do business, that I need to just work harder, because I'm getting a step. Every step I'm taking, I know that because the story I'm telling you, because this is what the purpose, business, profit, all the things align, and this what keeps you healthy, and this what keeps you motivated as well, that you are getting closer. But if you don't have any purpose, you don't have any positioning, you don't have anything in mind, then how you can do anything, So I think let's talk with Meena, because I've taken much time and he has to go after 8 minutes. So let's give time to her.
Good, thank you, Sheza. We should ask Meena. So, Meena, tell us your purpose. I think I've got a good idea what it is, but please tell us your purpose with your business.
Thank you. I think that the first thing to think about is what is the value that we want to add to the other person we serve. And everything comes from there, because thinking about profit before thinking about what we put on the table, no sense. It makes no sense. So for me,
That's
the
right.
first thing is how to help others transform their lives.
Yes.
What am I adding in their life to feel great, to be healthy, to be amazing every single day? And this is the profit I can have. And of course, when you make others happy, healthy, help them transform their lives, the profit comes easily.
Yeah, it
You are
comes.
not,
Yeah, yeah.
you are not chasing. You are
No,
attracting.
I think
And
we all agree that the law of the universe is like attracts like. So if we are positive and energetic, and we're really helping people, then the universe will comply. The universe will match us, and we'll be taken care of. I really believe that.
Yeah, and it helps you connect with the right people.
yes,
Because
Yes,
you
and
are
that's
sending
right.
the positive vibes, you're sending the positive energy, and positive attracts the
Yeah.
positive.
Yes, opportunities. It's not just about money or symbolic wealth like banknotes and precious stones. It's about many other kinds of wealth. And for me, definitely, I think with all of us, really, the whole thing starts inside. If I'm successful inside me, because everything starts with self, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
If
And
if I'm successful inside to me, and I recognize that, then it's going to have an effect outside, because everybody I meet will be, really affected by my energy. And that, as you say, Sheza, will help us to attract the right opportunity. And I must say, in my very short business journey, I've had an amazing time, because I just attracted so many amazing people, and really, got so much inspiration and encouragement from them. So it's really true that it all starts with us. It starts inside. And as Mina says, the wellness, as with me, with the embodiment side of things, is the most important thing, I think, for people. But yes, as I mentioned earlier, because many people are trapped here on the verge of burnout, I deal with burnout victims all the time. And it's a terrible thing once it happens. But, because so many people are trapped here and they don't realize they are, then I think our mission is huge, to try to realize, try to get people to realize that there are many other levels of existence. We don't have to exist in this one place, the intellectual, the visual, which dominate everything today. There are many other places. So I do a lot of mindfulness training and meditation work to bring people into their still center, and they can rest, and then they can start to evaluate their position more realistically. So yeah, I think we're all saying the same thing. And I think for me, the most important thing is that everybody in this world, 8 billion of us, unique individuals with unique DNA, we're all looking for one thing. And that one thing is happiness. We're all looking for it. Everybody, even multimillionaires, are.
we forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yeah, happiness is a state of mind.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because I don't want to link it with this something like because
Yeah,
you know
so
it's just a subjective thing and you cannot link it with something that this is what makes you happy because if
yeah,
you talk about money, money doesn't makes you happy.
no, happiness
Yeah,
is a state of mind, and it's really the reflection of the inner of every
through
person.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, our inner peace, our feeling. So happiness is not something that we chase or we program or something like that, but it's every single day, every single minute we are here. It's being present, being
Yeah.
listen to the other,
Yeah.
and be for those who needs your help, etc. So I think that we evolve, our purpose can evolve, and our state of mind evolve, and how we see things evolve. So yes, we are human being. We are unique, and we don't stay stuck in the same place. So our purpose in our 20s is not the same as our purpose in 40s, 50s, or 60s. So
Mm.
I know you have a business, or you are mother of four, three kids, whatever. You grow, and your purpose, your
Yeah, I
vision of
totally agree
life.
in this way because you know you cannot stick with them. Like you're, if you put your happiness in your kids, obviously they grow, their priorities will be shifted, and they will be different. But what you will do at this age, because you will be felt alone, there. Oh, what I do now. So your purpose cannot be stick to one thing that this is what makes me happy, and if
Exactly.
it grows and if it's something change, then what about your happiness? Does your happiness change with it? No, it shouldn't be just subjective. And like if it's linked with the money, if it's linked with something, it's like within. If you're satisfied with N, if you're happy with N, then definitely it reflects in your personality. Like this is what we do in all different aspects of the business. Like I help people position themselves uh, good and link them because people like you, Mena, like Linden, they already know that for how to position yourself, how to be a good visionary leader because you're a visionary leader, you know. But sometimes they are don't know that how to reflect this goodness and their online world, that how to position themselves in a way where they can definitely people perceives because people
Mm.
perceive what they see, and this is how
Mm.
you need to reflect that if you're reflecting something, that's how people absorb energy from the social media, that what we see we absorb that, okay, this is what doing in this world, and this is the person who is best, and this is the person who are, based on our observation, and this is how we need to reflect, and this is how I do easily because I know that how I'm positioning myself, and this is how I'm positioning my clients, that you need to position yourself this way on social media because it how reflects your value, because your authenticity and yourself comes first. If you are authentic in yourself and in front of your social media as well, that's just how you resonate with your people. That's it.
Mm. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I mean, I think Mina put her
I
finger on
have,
it with presence, because I think presence is one of the most important things, especially now with AI. We've got people who are creating a twin so that the twin can do the work and the real person can go and lie on the beach. I mean, this is amazing, isn't it? But
This
amazing.
is a,
But
this
I,
is a beautiful lie of the business, that you are lying on the beach and your cloning is handling all of the things.
I mean, it's amazing, I think. But I think that especially now with AI and all of its haven't totally explored yet, that we are in a position to become more embodied. We can envisage a time, and in fact, it's happened to me because for the last year, up until Christmas, I didn't have a day off building my business. I more sometimes because I knew this initial input was really the foundation of things, you know. But then after Christmas, you've got to go, Mina. Are you for? Oh, you've got to go. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, then after Christmas, I was tired. And I decided to just cut everything in half. So I was doing so many live things on LinkedIn and YouTube. So I cut them in half. I cut everything in half. Stopped posting so much noise. I really consolidated on, certain things in a 5-day week. And so basically, yeah, now I can see, I can feel that I'm pretty well established, and it's just a question now of scaling. And as my video said, I hope effectively, scaling is about taking your time, isn't it? You can tell us about this, Sheza.
Yeah, I was laughing because when you're making your business, you want to make your business successful. People think that you need to take work, you need to work very hard, you need to think very seriously. But the thing is, you cannot compromise based on your health. Like you're telling us that your health is compromised and taking care of your business. But the thing is, if you compromise yourself like this, you definitely cannot have a successful business, because eventually it will end up in burning out.
Yeah.
And it's a human phenomena. Whenever someone you're putting on your head and it's constantly taking you busy or but we need to put in ourselves in a way that makes us easy, because hard work, okay, it's good, but we need to say that hard work is in a good direction. Either it's because the quality over quantity formula always work. Either we are going in a good direction with the things that we are doing, either we're putting ourselves in the right direction, because if it's a right direction and the right positioning and you're meeting the right people, it means you're going it. But if you're making it ending up in a burnout because the posting daily on the social media thing and going live and because you think that it will make it, no, it will not make you successful other if you don't have a specific direction. In a way, if you have a specific direction, if you have a specific mindset, that's how it helps you to scale in a beautiful way, because you are positioning yourself strategically, not over quantity.
Yes, I think this is a really important point. I think, yeah, and I'm wondering, I know, well, I guess that you have a kind of spiritual background, Sheza. You must do, I think, being in Pakistan. So, me too. And I'm a Buddhist and have been for a long time. We've never really talked about this, but it is incredibly important in my life now, because what happened before Christmas is that I worked every single day. I didn't lose a moment when I could be, pushing my visibility or whatever. And then after Christmas, I woke up and I thought, no, this kind of incremental building, we are conditioned to do that. So in developed societies, aren't we? We're conditioned to understand that if we do something for many, many hours, often enough, then we'll succeed. But if we look at the spiritual world, we can see that transformation can happen like this. It doesn't have to be incremental. It doesn't that's conditioning. And I think I really woke up to that. Myself.
There's a saying coming in my mind when you're talking about this, that what you seek is already seeking you.
Yes, absolutely. That's right. That's right. It's all predestined. And Buddhism, we've got karma. And of course, I know very clearly that this is my karma. I know that this is what I should be doing.
Yeah, if we go to the spiritual side, then definitely we can talk about all these things, because this I truly beware of that. If you're seeking something good, the good would always seek you. Like I told you, my purpose that sticks to my business. So it's a good thing. If internally we speak about that, okay, it's a good purpose that is aligned, uh, but my business is flourishing and I can link spiritual to it because it's for the good betterment of the society. It's not about linked with the profit, it's not linked about anything. But I'm if I'm building something and it's linked with the good thing, then definitely good things are happening in the business. Like I'm starting from the scratch, I don't have any office, and I'm sitting in my office and there are 12 people who are sitting in my office right now. So this is what makes it different. So you're starting from the scratch. Makes you. I think it's been 3 years or more than 3 years, like 3.5, and it helps me grow my business every time. Like I don't work with like tons of clients. I only work with 3 to 5 people in a month, not more than that, because I prefer quality over quantity. But what happens? Like volume doesn't give you a good, but the right people working with you, with the same people working, but the thing is the profit margin every time comes up with it because the same client but with the bigger investments. That's how you scale.
Mm,
Not
mm.
about quantity. I can put so many people with the lower budget because people say that if you want to work with us, I don't have the budget to pay. I don't really follow them. Like you need to, I can make you in better offer or something. But the thing is, if my offer doesn't suit you, it means you're not fit in my ideal client criteria. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
find someone
No.
else and I can find
Mm,
someone like this is what really
mm.
important because if alignment is not there and you don't think the value is there, it's not about I make the scene, it's not about they making the scene. If they don't think the alignment is there, I won't push them because the pushing
No,
doesn't bring the client.
no. I agree totally. And I think, yeah, I'm going to offer a free download with this session, which is all about how to price yourself. Because I've really learned over the last year or so that, pricing myself is really important, and pricing the value that I can bring. Getting that right is important. But then, as you say, the next thing is to be prepared to move away from clients who are not prepared to exchange money for the value you're going to give them. I think this is such an important thing. And I think especially women tend to undervalue themselves, and they really are, people pleasing in many ways, But I've really stood up against that now, and I know that my work is valued very fairly.
You know,
I'm,
the most
yeah,
important thing you learn in sales, because whatever we're doing, it's more about the sale because we are the one person who are the marketing our business, we were doing the sales of our, who are handling the operations of. But the most important part of our business, because obviously we're a solo operator, okay, the team is handling, but the thing is you need to handle the client. Sales comes with the objection.
mm, mm,
Sales doesn't come easily, like
mm,
okay, it's always been, but if you don't handle the objections like a really good salespeople who can handle them with the clarity, with the direction, and giving them the right steps to take, and not handling the sales objection with yourself and giving the task to other person, okay, then you decide. If you're a good salesperson, you need to tell them that this are the 3 steps you need to take if you want to work with. If not, okay,
mm.
then this is a door you can work with. But if you're telling other person that you are the person who are handling me right now, it means you're not handling the sales well. So sales comes with a lot of good techniques. So if you want to do a good business, you have to be a good salesperson at the same time as well. Okay, I think we have lost Linden, but obviously we're talking about the sales because this is what helps me, keeps my business aligned to my values and aligned to what the purpose of my life is. Because
Can you hear me? There you are.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
there.
I'm back. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I was telling the audience that I'm telling the Linden is it's the purpose of the life is more about that what you have right now in the business, and it's all linked to the sales strategies of what, because every person tells you something, everybody teaches you something, and everybody gives you something. So you need to
Mm.
have the potential that what you are taking in and what you're giving them out. So it all depends on you, because obviously if we are working with so many people and we only take the negativity, then it will definitely ends in burnout, because you're taking the negative energy from the people, that you're not a good salesperson, you're not a good marketing person, you don't have a good
Yeah,
deals to offer, and you're very expensive. But the thing is, if expensive things always comes with a good value, so you need to position yourself in a way that people perceive, okay, if it's expensive, it comes with a value.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and many women can't do it. They kind of really undersell themselves and over deliver. And I know lots of them doing that. And I decided I would not do that anymore. Because, like you, I've got lots of projects. I want to help lots of people. To do that, I need lots of money. And when I retired from teaching, I've been a university teacher most of my life, well, all of my life, really, until about 3 years ago. And I retired. And one day, after months of not being with it, really, not really realizing I'd retired, I woke up one morning and I said to myself, what do I want now for the rest of my life? And the thing that came to my mind was money. As a teacher, as an educator, you get paid peanuts, really, for the quality of work that you do. And so once I'd retired, I decided I'm going to be a millionaire. So I sat at the computer and I wanted to look for a mentor. I typed into Google millionaire mentor and I found lots. And I went and worked for a year with someone called Michael Cheney, who was a big multimillionaire. And I learned so much, really, about how to value yourself, how to sell, how to not people please, how to be really direct. He's very strong on strategies and so on. So, I think we need money. And
But
I think...
But one thing, maybe you agree or disagree. Whatever you learn from other people, it's opposite when you're implementing on yourself. Because obviously, when they're telling you that they are just educating you, but once you're implementing it, it's a practical knowledge. So what's applied to one person, it doesn't mean that it applies to every person.
Oh, sure.
Because every person circumstances is different, every person business model is different, every person niche is different, every person positioning is different.
Yes.
Agree or not?
I agree totally. Yeah, we can't generalize, and that's what I find fascinating. Very generalizing. They are really generalizing about things that are going to suit a huge number of people, but we're individuals and that won't work. So I think the more we realize that we have to work with one-to-one in one-to-one situation, especially with something like burnout. There are groups for burnout, but it's such a terrible thing. It's too intimate to deal with in a group. You need one-to-one.
Sure, and it's not about burnout alone. It's about in every category you do. Like if my business compares to your business, our business model are different, our mindsets are different, our positioning is different. It seems like all other persons in the world, they comes with a different background. Their niche is different. Their understanding, their vision, their mindset is different. How do you categorize? Like I have a question with all the person branding expert on the LinkedIn. Not like disagreeing with everyone, but I have a question: then how do you generalize your program to every other person that comes to you? This is my program, you have to take it. This is a school program, this you have. How do you generalize all the things on so many people? Every person is different.
Yeah, you can't. It has to be one-to-one. And so I think we have to be really careful to choose our clients, the clients who are really, dedicated to making the transformation or whatever it is. And we have to keep moving if we're not ready for that. I think
and we
many
have to save our energy as well while catering those needs as well, because if it doesn't mean that you need to compromise yourself, you're compromising your personality, or you're compromise your vision based on one client, because sometimes the client is hard and it's not easy to work. So you need to think about that, whether you need to compromise on yourself or whether you need to take care of your client. So it's two different directions.
Right. Yes. Oh, so Sheza, I'm going to have to let you go because it's been too long. But just before you go, can you leave a message for everybody that concerns this topic, that aligning your purpose with profit is a really wonderful thing to do? Wisdom to leave for us?
Yeah, I think when purpose is clear and positioned properly, profit stops feeling like selling and starts feeling like service. So you need to decide, what are you doing? Because the goal isn't to chase money. The goal is to build clarity so money naturally flows in.
That's great. That's really succinct and message. I really enjoyed it as always.
Thank you
and
so much.
I'll be in touch and give you a link for this so you can spread it around your audience.
Sure,
and okay. And thanks so much for coming, Sheza. Take care, and I'll see you online.
Take care.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Wow, that's great. So thank you to my two guests, Mina Kandar, which she's a wellness strategist and certified nutrition coach, and Sheza Yazdani is a branding strategist and visibility expert. So if you'd like to know more about what they do, we'll put their links and their contact details under this window on LinkedIn. And tomorrow I'll deal with YouTube and do the same. So there we are. Today's masterclass had two interesting guests, one a wellness coach and the other a brand specialist. And so we can see we're getting lots of different perspectives here, but all of us agreed that knowing your purpose is essential. I mean, I couldn't live without knowing my purpose. I've always known it. That's my spiritual background, but it's also a testament to the fact that we are spirit. Human beings are spirit. We're not just mind and body. We're spirit. And so we need to think to include that when we make decisions. And just before I go, I'm going to show you the free gift I'm going to give you. I'm going to share my screen. Just a moment. If I can find. Oh, here we are. Yeah. Let me share my screen, and I'll just show you this is the downloadable you'll be getting, and we'll put a link under the window. It's called Aligning Purpose with Profit. And what I've done here is purpose and sustainable profit. These are my favorite words: embodiment, spirit-led purpose, and so important to think of your spirit as the engine which drives the body and drives the minds. And you've got more than one mind. You've got the intellectual visual, but you've also got the unlimited mind and many other levels too, which is where I work. If you're interested to know more about that, please with me. Yes, what I've done here is I've given you a copy to look at. And according to Megan, Your Body is Your Business Plan, my book, is really getting quite popular. And then I've gone through signals that you may get, your heart signals. And then I'm mentioning totems. Our indigenous wisdom background is coming through here, because many tribal people are, when they're born, when babies are born, a totem is assigned to that baby. And that totem is either an animal, a phenomenon, a weather phenomenon, a species of tree or something like that. And then for the whole of that purpose, that person's life, as they grow and become, their duty is to guard and protect the species. This is wonderful. You know, people who live close to the earth don't care about money. They don't have money. They don't care about the internet. They live with the earth, and their purpose is to make the earth a wonderful place. And so I mentioned items because, and then I talk about profit as exchange, and an exchange of truth, embodied pricing. And then I give you a 7-day alignment sprint. So this is where you can spend 7 days filling this in, and you have to start by writing down one step you're going to take within 24 hours. And I gave you some clues about that on the video. Then I've given you a couple of appendices, and you can contact me here if you want to know anything about my work. So I hope this has been interesting. I'm sorry about the signal. We seem to have lost the signal a couple of times, but don't worry, I'll edit that out and we'll make the video available. And I'll be posting some clips as well later. So thank you so much for joining us, aligning your purpose with your profit. I hope you've got lots to get your teeth into, and I look forward to hearing about your exploration of these ideas. Thank you so much. Bye for now. See you next week. Next week, we've got event 5, and event 5 is inner trust and outer wealth. Okay, inner trust, outer wealth. So watch out for the promotions, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye for now.